People, you're saying I fall out with people, yeah? I don't fall out with no one. I'm the most bubbliest man in the world, the most friendliest man in the world. Us fans would meet me. But that ginger bloke, when I met him, right, brought him back to my hotel, I had a shower, my bank cards was all on the bed, my own stupid fault, right? And since then, since the way he ducked out lively and he was talking about crack and fucking saying to Ian and Lee he had a glass pipe in his room and all that, and he was saying, I'm going to go and pipe Charlie. I was like, you can't pipe Charlie, you have to wash it up. But then Ian said he probably went to a chemist, bought fucking bicarb, you know what I mean, and whatever, you know what I'm saying? The geezer's a fucking weirdo, right? Even in his flat, he had fuck all. And I even said to him, like, why'd you go Africa? He went, oh, you can eat for £3. So that's the strength of the man. So don't tell me I'm a fucking weirdo, falls out of people. Ian's a diamond, I get on with Ian. Lee's a diamond, I get on with Lee. Risky Reds, I was with that cunt for about 3 days. Had a right old bubble. Metal Harry and that, all from Cambridge out there, and Dexter and that, had a right old bubble. So listen, people, don't tell me. I'm the most bubbliest man in the world, most friendliest fucking man in the world. But once I know you're a bit of a wrong un and you're a bit of a snake, then I'm going to expose you. Simple. I'm not going to not say nothing, am I? Do you know what I mean? And to be fair, originally, I never said nothing. I sent him a personal message and said, look, I'm not going to upload it. I just want to ask you a question. Please answer me, because the way you've ducked out, and it was what he was asking me, like, you know, about my shirt outs and that, and you know what I mean, just asking me, like, when you think about it, and I'm not because I'm shizzled up and all that bollocks, it's just when you actually do think about it, and then you look at the actual man's life, you know, he don't go home. Why don't he go home? Has he robbed his own fucking family and all that bollocks? You know, you don't know, do you? I mean, the man dresses like a tramp, walks around with a rucksack on his fucking back, right? Got a bald head, don't wear no designer clothes, I don't own a pair of sunglasses, couldn't even buy a fucking fake pair. And then he was even about coconuts. I went, oh, I want a cold one. He went, oh no, they're 10 in there. I want to get these, they're 5. 10 Riaz is about 30 fucking pence. So he was moaning about 15p. So obviously, people, I'm not a weirdo, I'm not a paranoid fucking freak. But when you work it all out, and the cheeky cunt WhatsApp me, yeah, this is what got me really thinking. I said, yeah, I'll come Ghana. And he went, you can't afford to come Ghana. So how can I not afford to go Ghana, you know? So you just don't know. And it's weird as well. Even when I drew my money out, when I paid for my hotel room, he was behind me, right? And I always cover my pin anyway. But he took a photo of himself, like, while I was doing it. Now, God's honest truth, like, God's honest truth, mother's life and all that, God's honest truth. And I looked round to him, I went, why are you taking a photo when I'll take one for my bird? But, I mean, who has a wifey in Ghana? Come on, let's have it right. What man from England goes to Ghana to find a fucking bird, right? You know what I mean? So he's obviously a cheap man, probably takes her out, spends a fiver on her, you know what I mean? Even that night, ask Ian and Lee, he didn't buy 1 round. Even when I was with him the day before, I bought dinner, right? I bought dinner. He went, oh, I've got my card thing here, but they won't let me use the Apple Pay, it's not working. I went, yeah, all right, I'll buy it. So like another Ryan turn out anyway, in Thailand, you know what I mean? He didn't buy 1 round, people, I swear to you. Ask my big doggy and ask Lee Lauder as well. He didn't buy 1 round that night. And poor old Lee, he went to buy a 600 thing round. I was like, whoa, hang on a minute, for fuck's sake. So I slung in 200, Ian slung in 200, and that ginger crackhead just sat there, digit out of his face. Didn't even speak to us. When we was having banter outside, that's why, Lee reckons that's why he went. Lee reckons the reason why he fucked off the next day is because none of us entertained him, and I think Lee was taking the piss out of him a bit as well, like calling him calling him names, you know what I mean, taking the piss out of him. So yeah, people, you can all comment and say what you want and talk what you want, but you're never going to affect Danny Boy's mind, are you? I mean, you wound me up and I'm just responding, but tomorrow's another day, do you know what I mean? It's only where I'm on the fucking you-know-what, do you know what I mean? And I ain't been asleep and I'm fucking bored, so I'm looking at the comments, do you know what I mean? But, do you know what I'm saying, people? Like, it's not, I'm not one of them people, I don't let things get to me, do you know what I mean? Not in that way anyway, so, You can say what you want, do what you want. I'm very thick-skinned, done loads of jail back in the day, so, you know what I mean? Like, you can't affect me. Think keyboard warriors what sit there in their room and they probably ain't even had a bung up. Do you really think I'm going to let people like bother me? And the real people, I mean, they put nice comments, didn't they? You know, so, do you know what I'm saying? So the haters are, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. I mean, some people still some people still talk about that fucking digestive head in Thailand. The man's like nearly 60. Come on, man, if I hit him, I'd end up killing him. Do you know what I mean? And then someone said about me getting murked in the neck. You don't realise why that all unfolded, do you know what I mean? The man owed me money. I dragged him round his mum and dad's house, made them write me a cheque. So I'd already put it on him, do you know what I mean? So he had a month while I was in LA to dwell and all that. So he obviously had it all planned. I was sitting on a sofa, right? The chief come out from underneath a coffee table. And then I spoke to my other mate and he went, yeah, he had it sellotaped underneath there. Like, what the fuck? So it was planned. I mean, I don't care who you are. I can defend myself. And I'll always defend myself. Even against 2 or 3, whatever, you know what I mean, people? But when someone's like on you with a 10-inch like fucking Michael Myers knife to your neck, what can you do, you know? I just had to fucking... I mean, I'm here, aren't I, to say the story. If I went mad, I wouldn't be here. So, like I said, you throw a wrong punch and it goes through your arm, you're dead. So, it's one of them knives. It wasn't a little one. It's a big fuck-off kitchen knife, so... But listen, people, anyway, be safe, be lucky. I'm not going to talk no more about all this bollocks. I'm on holiday, I'm having fun and I, so talk about the high grade, eh? She's on me. You know, she messaged me earlier on WhatsApp, but she's only thinking I'm fucking rich, you know what I mean? She went, oh, I love you. I said to her, you got an husband? She went, yeah, we're splitting up. What the fuck? But, so yeah, I've got a little high grade in love with me. She is high grade, don't she? A lot of people said she might have been the best one I've had. I wouldn't agree really, because I prefer Sky in Bangkok. You know what I mean? She had a bit of a she had a bit of a bum on her, Sky. You know what I mean? And she was a bit more rowdy as well. I like rowdy birds. You know what I mean? Rowdy birds. And the Afghans as well in Thailand. They're mad. They go crazy. I have loads of you know, when you use your memory, innit? Your memory bank, whenever you know what. I always fucking, them Africans always pop in my head. Fucking mad bitches. But I want to go back to my man's, my OG, mate. That's where I do want to go. Just think I went to loads of them places. See on that video, I went there, I went Compton, I went Inglewood, it was lovely, man. I loved LA. I know I didn't get no bitches, but I loved it because it was all my music, innit? So I loved it. I might even fly from there to here because the sun ain't really out here, peeps, you know what I mean? It ain't that hot, so... But listen, people, be safe, be lucky, and please, like, just know who you're talking to. If I was a fucking scumbag with birds, then why would that Hannah want to see me the next fucking day, do you know what I mean? And today, do you know what I mean? So, come on. I'm a ladies' man. I love ladies, don't I? Have a laugh with them. Have a bubble with them. You know what I mean? I'm a funny man. Way to get into a one's heart is always make them laugh, and I've always had that attitude, so I won't be nasty to a bird, do you know what I mean? But even if a bird cheats on me or something, I'll just fuck out of them, and I'll send them the video, say fuck off, see you later, you know what I mean? There's always ways of getting back, you know what I mean? But listen, people, be safe, be lucky, yeah? In a bit, sweet.